So disappointed in his hopes of wealth and promotion, in disfavor with the king, and conscious that he had incurred the displeasure of God, Balaam returned from his self-chosen mission. After he had reached his home, the controlling powers of the Spirit of God left him, and his covetousness, which had been merely held in check, prevailed. He was ready to resort to any means to gain the reward promised by Balak. Balaam knew that the prosperity of Israel depended upon their obedience to God, and that there was no way to cause their overthrow but by seducing them into sin. And he now decided to secure Balak's favor by advising the Moabites of the course to be pursued to bring a curse upon Israel. He immediately returned to the land of Moab and laid his plans before the king. So he came back. Now the Bible said that he gave counsel.
Yeah.
So he must have come back.
Mm-hmm.
So this is biblical. The Moabites themselves were convinced that as long as Israel remained true to God, he would be their shield. The plan proposed by Balaam was to separate them from God by enticing them into idolatry. If they could be led to engage in licentious worship of Baal and Ashtoreth, their omnipotent protector would become their enemy, and they would soon fall prey to the fierce warlike nations around them. This plan was readily accepted by the king, and Balaam himself remained to assist in carrying it into effect. And he witnessed the success of his diabolical scheme. He saw the curse of God visited upon his people and thousands falling under his judgment. But the divine judgment that punished sin in Israel did not permit the tempters to escape. So the fate of Balaam was similar to that of Judas. And their characters bear a marked resemblance to each other. Both these men tried to unite the service of God and mammon.
Exactly. Balaam didn't want to let go of that money.
And Judas didn't want to let go of that money, and met with single failure. Balaam acknowledged the true God and professed to serve him. Judas believed in Jesus as the Messiah and united with his followers, but Balaam hoped to make the service of Jehovah the stepping stone to the acquirement of riches and worldly honor. There's someone else that wanted that.
Yes. Simon Magus.
Simon Magus. And Simon Magus became the sorcerer to Nero. And this is where false Christianity began.
He wanted to buy the Holy Spirit.
You cannot buy the Holy Spirit. He wanted the power without the obedience.
And you see, we were talking about the money. It's also to want worldly honor. It's important to realize that it's not just physical money. It's that greed